Good evening. I want to talk to you today about don't leave your employees clueless on what to do. Now, if you do decide to leave them clueless on what to do, three things is going to happen. The first thing that's going to happen is it's going to set that particular employee up for failure. The second thing that's going to happen is it actually makes your business look like a buffoon. And the third thing that happens is it pisses off customers. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Now, whenever we're in business, we never want to undertrain our employees. We always want to overly train our employees so that way your employee is ready for each and every kind of situation that the customer may come in with. Now, I have been noticing a lot of companies lately have been doing LinkedIn learning and stuff like that to actually advance their training. And that's great. Keep up the good work. But I've also noticed that some companies don't really train their employees at all. They'll just give them a quick little no words type of little little spreadsheet type of video where it's just a mouse hand floating around and it's kind of showing what to do. That's not training nobody. That's not training anybody on what to do. Now, let's just say you own a rental car company, okay? Let's just say. And then it's 4th of July and you want to hire in some additional employees to help you for the upcoming holiday season that's approaching. Okay, now the best thing to do would be in this situation would be to, whenever you hire in your class, make sure to go above and beyond for the training. So teach them the regular typical stuff that you would normally train that's in the actual training criteria, but it doesn't hurt if you take that training another step further. So for example, let's just say if with the rental car company, let's just say if a customer comes in and they want to remove the name on the rental car and put it in this person's name for the next 2 weeks. And then when the day of the rental, they want to put it back in their name. Now that sounds a little intricate, but it really isn't, if the company has trained that employee on what to do. Now, just imagine if a customer comes in, holiday season, they walk in, oh, hey, big dog, yeah, I need to get the new Impala, please. And then they okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go up here, I'm going to pay for it in my name, I'm going to use my credit card. But then what I'm going to do is, when I come back and actually get the car, in 2 more weeks, I'm actually going to use somebody else's credit card. So hopefully you know how to handle this. Just imagine if that rental car employee was I actually don't know how to do that. Hold on 1 second, sir. Sheila, do you know how to do what this gentleman was talking about? And imagine if Sheila, who's supposed to be the supervisor, was I don't know. See, the reason this right here happens is because those two employees was improperly trained. See, most companies only train what they know is going to happen. No. That's old school. That's old school. See, people in today's time have gotten more hip to doing research and stuff like that. So some of their inquiries may be a little bit more technical than they have been, in the past and stuff like that. So everybody in today's time is a doctor, everybody's trying to be a Google doctor. So just imagine if that rental car customer had went online and looked at your competitor, and your competitor can actually do that. Now, you may perhaps lose business because you have your employees maltrained. Now, again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with overtraining your employees. Overtraining your employees sets your company up for failure. It avoids your company looking like a buffoon, and it avoids your customer getting pissed off. Now, this customer here, the one who came in, who wanted the car, have it in his name today, and then when he comes back to pick it up, he's going to use somebody else's credit card and put the car in their name. Now, if this customer doesn't get properly taken care of by your employee, in the way how the customer assumes they're supposed to be taken care of in this situation, which is an expedited transaction because you own a rental car company. So typically people don't be in a rental car company no longer than 45 minutes to an hour. I know I done seen times where I was down in Enterprise or whatnot. I was in there for 15, 20 minutes, bam, 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 paperwork, whoop, I'm out the door or whatnot. And so that's the standard, that's the expectation for customers. We want everything quick, like you want everything quick. Like if your iPhone doesn't pull up like the latest news media quick, I guarantee you finna go down there and trade this stomach in and go up and get the new iPhone that's a little bit more powerful. Because in today's time, we want everything to come quick. We want everything to we want everything to possess a certain kind of knowledge. And see, most companies don't understand that. In today's time, with all of us having all of these technical computers and all of this stuff like this, we possess a supercomputer. So quite naturally, our customers think our brains is going to be like the iPhone, which is no comparison to the brain of the iPhone, because the iPhone is going to process things a little bit quicker and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, by everybody having a phone, most people feel like, oh, okay, so if you don't know this, why can't you just Google it? And see, that's what you don't want. You don't want to have a customer in your store pissed off at your employee because your employee doesn't know what to do because your customer done Googled it on the process. See, you don't want that. See, if you don't train your employees the right way, then situations like this will happen, and then the customer was going to get upset, and then they're going to go on down into Hertz or some other local rent-a-car service, and it's going to take your business. And then another thing too, you never want your company to look like a buffoon. Like just think about that. This person didn't even know how to put a car in this person's name and swap it to this person's name. Even the supervisor over here, she didn't even know what was going on, and she's a supervisor. So just imagine, that looks buffoonish. That looks buffoonish. So damn, who do we have to call? The CEO to go up and figure this out? No. You should go up there and always train your employees. Overly train your employees. Whenever you go up here and buy your electronics, you overly buy your electronics. You didn't just go up here and just get the MacBook Air. You got the MacBook Air with the 15,000 terabyte hard drive. But whenever it comes down to training your employees, you scamp out on that. And see, that's not cutting the mustard no more. That shit ain't working no more because customers are more advanced. If you take the same customer who was shopping at a store back in 1980, if they got a mail card, they were saying, oh, hey, congratulations, happy birthday. That was okay back in 1980. But if a person gets a little card like that today, it's like, oh, throw this shit away and whatnot. Man, they better send me an Amazon card. They better do something to keep up. And that's what I'm saying. Customers are more savvier than ever, and the more savvier your customers are, the more savvier your training should be. Again, everybody is quote unquote a doctor. Everybody is quote unquote a professor in today's time because of the internet. So please do not let the internet steal your business from you because your customer done Google how to do this process and your team members don't know how to do it and they work for your company. Because see, you don't want that. You want to make your company look like, damn, like my company knows what's happening. Like my company knows how to train its employees. And when my company knows how to train its employees, my employees are going to go out and be my best recruiters and pulling in the money for me. And while I'm sitting back, but all I have to do, the business owner, is to invest a little bit more money and a little bit more time on improving my training for my employees at the rent-a-car company. So that way, when the customer comes in who wants to flip-flop and do all of this and all of that, so your employee can be right on par with taking care of that particular customer's needs. Because this customer here, he already came in upset about something personal in his life. And then you done told him you don't know how to put the car in his name and then take it out of his name and then put it in somebody else's name the day of. You done told this man that. This man then came in with a personal chip on his shoulder, and then your employee done told him that. That particular customer is going to go off. He's going to write a Yelp review labeling your company full of idiots, which we don't never want that. But that's what he's going to do because of that perception of, this company doesn't know what's going on. Damn, how hard is it for the company to Google how to do this? Damn, I Googled it, so why can't they do it? Why can't the supervisor Google it? So you don't want that kind of controversy with your customers right there. And to avoid that kind of customer controversy, You should always overly train your employees. Never skip out on training your employees, because your employees are a reflection of you. If your employees seem incompetent, how do you think you're going to look in the eyes of your customer? Now, these are your customers and these are your employees or whatnot. So this is up to you. This is your job to go up here and to deliver these employees and your employees, which these are great people who are going out and working and busting their ass for you. And all they require is just a little bit of additional training, so that way they don't look stupid when it's game time, because you never want that. I never will forget, I used to work at a medical call center. And then they always changed the policies, like it was this, and you click this key to bring this EOB up, and you do this to do this. But they never did train us on what to do. Like they just came by, oh, hey, hey Tony, we just changed the process today. Did you get the memo? What? The memo? Nah, I ain't got no memo. What are you talking about? And so they always kept wondering why people are quitting. Why are we losing customers at this medical call center? Why are we losing customers? Well, the reason why they was losing customers because they was maltraining their employees. They paid really good money or whatnot, and it was a really good like company atmosphere, and everything like that. But that was the only part of the company that was lacking, was the training. The formal training was okay. And when I say formal training, I mean like how to cut the computer off, how to cut it on, how to clock in, how to clock out. Okay. That's standard. I'm not talking about that. When I say that's what I mean when I say formal training. And then like, how to do this and how to do. But most customers do not come into a business asking for normal shit anymore. It just don't happen like that. Most of the time, I want you to think about this. Most of the time, whenever a customer comes into your business, how often do they ask for something simple versus how often do they ask for something intricate? Now, if the intricate ratio is up here and the simple ratio is here, I would highly advise you to overly train your employees and make sure they know exactly what time it is. Because one thing that you do not never, ever want to do, you never want to leave your employees clueless like Shaggy and Scooby before a commercial break. And that about wraps it up for today's video. Until next time, I'll catch you later.